Hi, Nick. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions today. Why did your office decide to look at your website as something that needed improvement?
Well, Perla, first, it's awesome to be with you. So it's a great question. So as we started looking at how we can continue to put forth all of the initiatives that we were doing, and even thinking about how the landscape of what we've been doing has changed due to the pandemic, we really thought it would be a good time to really look at our website and really start to think through how we can be more transparent, how we can put more information on there, and really just sort of think about that as a vehicle to share all that we're doing.
Thank you. So what started the process of website redesign?
Yeah, so like kind of like how I mentioned, but basically what happened was as soon as March hit and we started to realize that we were going to be in basically the start of a pandemic, we thought about our office's role and responsibility and how we could help the college kind of move forward with this pandemic. So we created an equity during COVID-19 page on our website. And so we thought that that would be a good way to house some resources about how to really navigate some of those deep equity questions as it relates to COVID. So whether that's an access thing or whether that's where can I, get different resources, just in general, just really starting to think about how our office can provide that for our community. And that kind of really started that process. And once we did that and we kind of saw the success of that page and just that type of work, we really thought, okay, well, what can we do just more broadly about how we can get more folk to our website to learn more about what we're doing, especially as we're going to be more and more remote. And the way in which we live and communicate and operate is less face to face, but more Zoom screen to Zoom screen.
Thank you. And you mentioned some resources for COVID. What else does the website incorporate now that it didn't before?
Yeah, so great question. So when we started looking at the website before, it was just kind of just your standard sort of page, just for any sort of department. But what we started to think through is how can we be as transparent about the initiatives that we're working on, the resources, and how we measure those. So one of the things that I'm really proud of on our website is our accountability page, which really sort of highlights the ways in which our college is measuring what we do, right? So when we talk about building a more inclusive community, we have these strategic goals, PC 200, all sorts of things. And we wanted to make sure that people knew where that was. So that's one thing that's really on there that I really appreciate. We did a fantastic anti-racism summer series not too long ago, and all of those recordings and resources are there. Our how to report bias as it relates to Title VI is also on there. And so all of those things really sort of made up this new sort of design of the website. Really wanted to make it user friendly, making sure that it was something that people could go to often as compared to this just static sort of page.
Oh, thank you. You kind of hit on this, but what is the hope that the improvement have for the office and for the students?
Yeah, I think as we start thinking about, how can we continue to create tangible action? How can we be more communicative on what the college is doing, what our office is doing? Just in general, I think the more you know, the better. And we really want to just make sure that we have a space that is current, that is something that doesn't look like it was made in the late 90s, right? Really something that people can be attracted to and really sort of tell the story of where we are, where we're going. And we kind of think that along with some other great things, will kind of help instill some of that confidence in the work that we're doing and just really sort of create a space virtually for all that information that we're trying to get across to the college.
Nick, thank you so much for talking to us about the website redesign. Really excited for people to look forward to the website and look into it more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Perla. I appreciate you.